Welcome back, everyone. Well, I don't know about you, but I've been inundated with phone calls and direct mail pieces and emails that relate to the topic called the reverse mortgage. And I'm sure you've shared this in your lives as well. So what we've decided to do is, if you're 60 years or older, this is a topic that you should know more about. So we brought in an expert, Burton Farbstein, who's with the Mortgage Place. So welcome, Bert.
Hello.
Very nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
With that kind of opening, you're an expert in the field. Let's start with what a reverse mortgage is.
Okay. A reverse mortgage is a form of a home equity that you could take the equity you've built up in your house that allows you to stay in your house and you don't have to pay the loan back.
Right. Now, of course, it sounds too good to be true. You hear some war stories about this. At least a lot of the solicitations are impersonal. And the whole thought there is, if it is too good to be true, then it probably is.
Well, a reverse mortgage is not for everyone.
Right.
So in a lot of cases, most cases, it's not right for you. What we try and find out is a reverse mortgage right for you
Right.
in your circumstances? What do you want to do with the money? How much money do you really need? Do you understand the implications of a reverse mortgage and the benefits of a reverse mortgage?
Right.
So we try and zero in your particular circumstances, is it right for you and your family?
Well, that's really refreshing to hear, by the way, because some of these solicitations are always, it's for everybody. Everybody needs it, and everybody should do it. I want to cycle back on something you said I think is very important. What do you need the money for, right? You deal with people inquiring about reverse mortgages every single day. I'm sure you ask them that question. What kind of answers do they give you?
Right. The most popular answer is home improvements. Some are related to health. I want to pay for my health care.
Right, sure.
Long-term care. Some they want to give money to their grandchildren's education, and some they want to give money to help their kids put a down payment on a house. It could be used for everything.
Right. I think the idea there is that as a trusted advisor, you really want to find those answers out, because then you'll know more whether or not a reverse mortgage is right for someone.
Correct.
Okay. Assuming that it is, you kind of walk them through the process. Tell me a bit about that process.
Yeah. The process is kind of paperwork oriented, and there's a lot of safeguards in the system. Over the years, there's been a lot of abuses by some of the financial institutions, and you hear horror stories, you read about them online. And a lot of the people who are the seniors who are eligible for reverse mortgages, they hear these stories and they get scared. But the reality is, it's not that scary. It's like a regular reverse mortgage, except you don't have to pay it back.
Right.
So we walk you through the process. We tell you what paperwork you need. We make sure that you talk to your advisors, you talk to the people in your estate, your executors, your heirs, and we make sure that you're comfortable with this before you even apply.
Right. Now, the whole idea being here is that, you could take an equity, a mortgage equity line of credit, right? The idea here is that as you know, as we all get older, and that home that we own is probably the biggest investment we ever made. That mortgage that we paid over 30, 40 years has gone to sort of protecting that one piece of equity that you look forward to spending the rest of your life in, and also having something to pass on to your heirs. If you are in a situation that, like I just described, then you might really consider this, because it takes the pressure off of monthly expenses for some people. It takes the pressure off, how am I going to put a new heating system into my home? And remember, if I'm right about this, Bert, you're also, in doing things like home improvements, building equity in that home, so down the road, that home is going to be worth more as well.
Right.
Tell me just roughly, as a parameter, how many years should you expect to want to stay in that home for this reverse mortgage to be beneficial?
Well, it really depends on the person, but but most people want to stay in their home forever.
Oh, that's nice.
The seniors. You could take this money and do a number of different things with it, but most people want to stay in their home. They want to stay close to their family. They want to utilize it. They want to help make their life better.
Right.
So it depends on the person, but almost everyone wants to stay in their home.
Right, and you think about the comfort level and just that sort of the idea that there's just a little bit more pressure off of your back, right?
There's a lot more pressure off your back.
Yes,
because
right.
while you live in that home, you don't have to pay back the loan.
Right.
There's some accrued interest and some insurance, which of course will accrue on what you borrow. But while you're living in the home, all you have to do is three things: pay your taxes, pay your insurance, and maintain your home.
Gotcha. As you could probably tell, there is so much information about this. And before we went on air, Bert and I were talking, how are we not going to make this a lesson, based on facts? I thought it would be interesting just to introduce Bert to you and give you an idea that this may be applicable to you and your lifestyle, for you and your loved ones. We're going to start a series called A Look at Seniors in the coming months. And Bert is going to be the expert that we're going to bring in on a number of occasions to answer questions about this reverse mortgage process. I find it fascinating, but I know there's a lot of detail attached. Now, people, you can contact Bert. It's the Mortgage Place. You're based in Clifton Park, right,
Correct.
Bert?
Correct.
If there are any immediate questions you want, of course, you can contact us as well, and we will contact them. But Bert, we're going to have you back again a number of times. Really explore this in depth, and as we get questions from our viewers, answer those questions.
Excellent.
Well,
Very
great.
good.
Thank you very much for coming in.
My pleasure.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.